Guys, I'm Justin Davis, and you're going to have some RC fun today. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Justin Davis with another RC airplane review for you today, and not just another airplane. It is a warbird. We have another military scale airplane to fly for you and review on the channel. Today we're going to talk about the P-40, really awesome US military RC airplane. It is a super small scale little airplane that has 3 flight modes on it. It has beginner, mid, and expert mode for complete barrel rolls and loops and all that action. If you're already a seasoned advanced RC pilot, you'll have a lot of fun with that mode. If you're brand new and a beginner, it does have an onboard gyro on the plane, so it can stabilize in beginner mode. So if you toss it for the first time, all you have to do is keep the throttle up, put a little bit of elevator into it, and you should have a successful first maiden launch. That's very important. It also comes with landing gear. It has the decals already on it. It has a number 47 on the side. It has that classic P-40 shark tooth design up front with that evil eye. And it also comes with 2 propellers, which I think is super cool. It comes with a 2-blade prop and also a 3-blade prop in there. Give it kind of that more World War II nostalgic look to it. Also, to make it go a little faster. If you want a little bit faster performance out of it, put the 3-blade prop on there and it's going to go just a little bit faster. So you can hand toss this one, or you can land it on the runway if you have a nice smooth pavement to land on. And it also has working ailerons, elevator, and a rudder on this plane. So I think it's pretty cool. It has all the bells and whistles. It even has a little electronic 1-button push Aerobatics button. So we'll see what that does in this review when we do some flying with it. I'm going to take this USB charger it came with, charge up these 2 batteries, and we're going to hit the field, do some flying with the P-40. All right, guys, we're at the field with the P-40. We're going to go ahead and try to put it up with little Insta360 Go camera on there, get you some onboard footage and a little bit of voiceover here during the live review, and I'll show you how these different modes work on the transmitter: expert, middle, and beginner mode on the right hand side, and the aerobatic button on the left hand side. So we'll see if it can carry the camera. If it can't, we'll just go ahead and fly it without the camera. Let's get it up in the air. All right, guys, I'm going to do a surface check here and make sure everything's level. Right now it's in the gyro assist mode, so everything should be right. All right, got the video recording. Let's go ahead and give it a hand toss. You can take off from the ground with this little guy, or you can hand toss it if you want to. We're going to go ahead and hand toss though, full throttle. And it's in stability mode right now, so it seems to be handling that little Insta360 Go 2 just fine. Gonna buzz the tower here. That's pretty cool. A little brushed motor, you know, so not real noisy. Almost hit that tree. I think. I can't tell from here though. We'll see how long it lasts with that camera on there, and then if we get a really short flight time, you know, we'll just switch it out, no camera. Make some nice passes here, but it has a nice speed, and right now, you know, I'm like full throttle trying to keep this camera up, so it's quite a bit of extra weight on there, but I just wanted for fun just to do this for you guys, even onboard footage. But where it's really going to get aerobatic is when you take any kind of camera off this machine. So P-40 is going to fly like a true warbird. I feel like the range, guys, would probably, let's talk about the range. I think the range on this little guy would be as far as you could see it. Somewhere probably 250 meters out. I think beyond like 1 football field, it would be really hard to see this aircraft. But it's a really cool trainer because right now I'm in stability mode, and if I take my hands off the sticks, it levels out. So it has onboard gyro assist, which really helps out a ton. But how cool is that? A military scale RC is just too cool. I love the P-40. Oh, hit a little bit of wind shear there close to the ground. And you want to pick a day when there's like not a lot of wind for these little micros. It's really cool. I really want to do a barrel roll, but it's not going to happen with that camera on there. I'll probably barrel roll right into the ground. But it's still handling it. Try not to land in that guy's backyard over there. And this little guy is considered a toy. It's not over 250 grams, so you can fly this one free of an FAA registration. Don't worry about it. Man, it's actually doing really cool. It's funny because I hear like 2 other airplanes flying around, and it's like kind of simulating the engine of my airplane. But if it was a real Warbird engine, you guys know it would sound way cooler. But it's really quiet. There's a soccer game going on behind me, and no one's really bothered by this thing, so really trying to just keep it up and out of the grass. And remember, you got that prop saver on the front right there, so if you hit a tree or you hit the grass when you come in for a landing, it's gonna pop off, so it's not a big deal. Man, this thing's really got quite a bit of speed. Uh-oh, tree coming up. A little bit of wind right now, so quite a bit of turbulence up there. But hopefully the video is still recording on the little mini cam. You guys can see that. Uh-oh, almost took myself out again. Wind is getting really choppy now, coming up quite a bit from behind me. And I always tell people, fly with your back to the sun too, because if you have the sun in front of you when you're flying, you can always get in that blind spot, and it's really hard to see where the plane went. I've had some real trouble with doing that. So I'm on the back side of that tree, and I'm just going to bring this in and land it, guys, right in front of me. And we're going to switch over to flying it with no camera on board. And I just wanted you to see that the prop saver did work. I crashed in the grass pretty hard. The little camera's still on there, but the 3-blade prop is totally fine, not broken. That prop saver works, guys. And now I can just pop it back on there. I'm going to press stop on this little guy, and let's fly it without the camera on board, and I'll show you some aerobatics. All right, guys, fresh battery in there, and we are in stability mode right now. We're in beginner mode. We can also try out mid mode and expert mode, and we'll press that aerobatic button. We'll see what it does. We're also flying the 3-blade prop on the P-40. So let's go ahead and do a hand launch with no landing gear this time to make it look like we have the retracts happening there, but it doesn't have retracts, by the way. But we're in stability mode, so that's what you can expect for a quick hand launch. But here comes the P-40, guns blazing. And right now I'm about a little less than half stick, and it's just still cruising with the nose up. That's pretty cool. Look how slow it's going. It wants to get into a little bit of a corkscrew if you go too slow. And I wonder if it'll do a loop. We can't do any loops in beginner mode. And I don't believe it'll do a loop or a barrel roll in mid mode. Let's go ahead and switch over to mid mode. Now we're in mid mode. And this should give you quite a bit more control. So I'm going to use some rudder and bring it back this way. It's nice to have rudder on this little plane because the rudder really gets you out of trouble. Unless you have nice tight turns if you want. Dude, this thing is so cool. I want to bring it a little closer to us if I can. And it's still not going to let me roll over. And it's just going to make it a little more, a little faster turning. But it's not going to let you roll over, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and we're flying in full expert mode. And it wants to roll. Uh-oh, it's going to get us in trouble there. There we went in. So let's walk over there and check it out. All right, guys, that was crash number 2. That was straight in on the nose. And the prop saver, again, it works pretty good in the grass. So we're just going to pop that back on there. And we should be good again for a takeoff. And look, you can even see a little bit of dirt in the nose cone right there. So yeah, that was a pretty good crash. And expert mode seemed to be playing around a little bit and not helping me out there. I don't know what's up with that, but I'll try it again in expert mode. This time I'll be ready for it, and we'll go ahead and take off. It seems to be like flying like over to the right a little bit. Yeah, well, actually it's going, yeah, there we go again, straight into the ground that time. Hard crash. Okay, crash number 3. It seems I forgot to fly, how to fly expert mode. That's with no stabilization, but mine seems to be dragging to the left a little bit. I don't know if I have a little bit of a servo twitch there, but it is a single servo that's controlling both ailerons. They look to be nice and flat, but you know, I don't see any twitch. Maybe it's just the short wingspan. It's a Warbird. Maybe I'm using too much throttle, But, you know, let's give it the old college try here. Let's go ahead and let's give it another shot in expert mode. I must be crazy, but the prop saver is working because I've crashed 4 times now, and this prop saver is really good. So if you're a beginner and you don't want to buy 15 props like we used to have to do at the RC store, at the hobby shop, we're constantly buying props for airplanes. So yeah, there's a little bit of roll, like torque roll to the right, and that's not me, guys, because I know how to fly RC airplanes. Something's going on with that, but I'm going to stick it back into beginner mode. You can see the gyro's active now and ailerons are twitching. Let's just give it a launch now. Oh, there goes the prop saver off the front. So we'll go ahead and switch the prop out to the 2-blade prop. We'll see what happens there. Hey guys, let's go ahead. We got the 2-blade prop on here. Let's give it a launch, and we're in beginner mode right now, and it's just flying true, straight as an arrow. And maybe it's just my piloting today that, you know, I'm not super great on the sticks with how fast this little plane is. You may be a better pilot than me, and you might be fine. But mine seemed to be rolling to the right, or to the left, excuse me. But low throttle right there, that's super cool. Let's get it high up and press that aerobatics button, shall we? Here we go, we're going up. Press that button. Oh wow, a nice slow barrel roll. That was pretty cool. Another one. It's pretty high up there. Let's bring it down a little lower. See if I can get it right over top of us. Uh-oh. There she goes again. She did another barrel roll by herself that time. So it might be waiting on... Yeah, it's waiting on the rudder. So the rudder is what controls the aerobatics. So we just come right by us, press the button, and go... Nice. To the right. Let's come back by and do one to the left. Awesome. Really nice, smooth barrel rolls. Way better than my expert mode flying, wouldn't you say? I think I got some sparrows out here that don't like this little plane. I'm about to have war with the sparrows. Just kidding, PETA. Nice. Beautiful scale. I love warbirds. Now, like... Traditionally, like in the RC community, warbirds are pretty tricky to fly. If you ever build like a big gas power warbird or a nitro, or you've ever flown one, you know that they can be super hard to land. Taking off's not so bad, but landing a warbird, they can nose over, they can destroy the whole front end pretty quick. Even on your first flight, I've seen guys do it. But this is a lot of fun, man. This thing is pretty fast, and I love the way the P-40 looks. Does it look cool with that open shark mouth on the front of this plane, the camo, the stars on the wings, everything about this plane, I love it. I've always wanted to build like a model of one of these, even just like a regular model for my house. Coming in super close. Man, this thing is fun to fly. Let's just go ahead and go back into mid mode. Now this mid mode, it gives me a little more maneuverability. But with this wind, it's not letting me get in trouble as much. And I'm corkscrewing to the ground today quite a few times. So this is a great durability test too, guys. Like, we had some pretty good slams. God, it looks cool, like going the other way too. Just every angle that I look at this plane, look at that wind shear. That's what makes airplanes crash when you're coming in for a landing. That was beautiful. A lot of turbulence low to the ground, but man, this thing whips around. This, and you know, in mid mode and beginner mode, this is making me look like a great pilot. You know, I'm a pretty good pilot. I've flown since I was 10 years old. Oh man, we almost biffed it that time. We almost went in, but I got the prop saver, and I've crashed this thing literally 5 times today out here in the field, and there we go again, straight down on the nose. And that's the thing about the prop saver. It's so lightweight that I haven't broken a single prop. I mean, years ago, Horizon Hobby planes, like, I was breaking props, breaking stuff on the airframe. It didn't even come off that time. The grass is a little bit high today, I mean, but really, honestly, it's really cool that this thing works the way it does. So I have to say, 2 thumbs up for this plane. If you're looking to get a scale warbird, P-40 is definitely one to look at with the landing gear, takeoffs, or just a hand toss. Look like you have the retracts on there. Every angle of this plane looks amazing. I love the detail. I would like to see more rivets on it, but you have kind of almost like little tiny pieces of the foam sticking out that look like rivets on each panel. So it does have pretty cool detail, and I love the fact that they have a 3-blade prop. I'd like to also see that they include a 4-blade prop maybe in the future. But you can check this one out in the link down below if you want to grab one. Be sure to use my code BGDavis2021. That one's still good in 2022, so you get 8% off one of these if you want to grab one. But I appreciate you watching my reviews, guys. I'm Justin Davis. Take care. Happy RC, everybody, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.